Wait. How do I do this? Yeah.
It's week 2 of the NFL, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Falcons and the Vikings on Sunday night primetime.
It's one of the NFL's newest venues, but it's already earned a reputation as one of its best. This is US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott up here in the booth, and the talk about this game, Brock, is centered, not surprisingly, on a couple of quarterbacks who came through the draft the same year and now in their second seasons here in the NFL.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's year 2, year 5, year 10, or Tom Brady, like 30 years later. They still remember every guy in their class. And when you look across and you see your peer, you are linked together in that draft. You're also
Minneapolis. Starting from the 5. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Well, here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And they're brought out by the 10th pick of the 2024 draft, a national champion at Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great, no interceptions. But just the one touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Leonard Floyd bringing that play to a close. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Staying on the ground with Jones. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. That's caught for the first. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Able to find Hawkinson.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Trying to find Justin Jefferson. So that brings up 4th and long. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And this will put an end to the drive after it stalled out. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away. So here are the Falcons out on offense for their first drive. And leading them out is a master at overcoming adversity before and after being drafted 8th overall in 2024. Out of your alma mater, Washington, it's Michael Penix Jr.
One of the big advantages of Michael Penix coming into the league is it wasn't storybook in college. In fact, he got beat up in Bloomington. Everybody remembers the end at Washington, the runner-up for the Heisman, the national title game, but he took a beating. Injuries derailed many of his years back at Indiana. And I think because of that background, because of all that gets built through that adversity, he's more than ready for everything that comes his way in the NFL.
2nd and 10 now. Has him on a quick hitter. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. That's incomplete left side. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So it's 2nd down coming up. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Got a man, it's Drake London. And he goes out, just needed one more step to reach midfield. That play gains 15 and it moves the sticks.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle, they showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Jukes one defender, and he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Second and 3 now. They give to Algier from the gun. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. 3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Finds him over the middle. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. They gain 14 on the play. And the Falcons will have a 1st. Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26. To throw here on 1st down. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Oh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards.
Encroachment, defense.
So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. So the penalty goes ahead and gives them the 1st.
Automatic 1st down.
Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
This throw is caught. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line. Kevin O'Connell not happy with the officials at the moment. The challenge flag is out. Well, we're going to see how much of a sideline maven he is, Brock. This one very close, whether he got the feet down or not.
And I'm so impressed by all these mavens because you've got to make that transition from college where 1 foot, you're good.
Yep.
But not at this level. You've got to be a ballerina. You've got to get those toes both in, and the replay booth will be the judge of it.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Robinson is in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons have a great first drive and get the game's first points. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stay. All right, looks like they want another look at this one. The play going to be reviewed by our officials, making sure they got this one right. Well, I certainly don't envy the officials here. A lot of times, Brock, it can be so tough to have the right angle to get a perfect spot on that football.
Yeah, how they do it, I just marvel at it. A bunch of years ago, I got to do and be an official, a side judge for a spring game.
How'd that go?
Not well, because things happen so fast, and I really do. I marvel at more often than not how good these officials are at spotting the ball.
And his instincts right on for that one. Took a second look at it and ends up changing. And he will score! Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons have a great first drive and get the game's first points. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. On the return, it's Rondale Moore. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. They've got first down from the 31. On play action now, McCarthy. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. Jordan Addison, the intended target. So it'll be second down.
It moves to 2nd and 10.
Now a give up the middle to Jones. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there. That's going to be a penalty. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still 3rd down.
After the penalty, they have 3rd and 4. Now McCarthy. Able to find Jones. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That play good for 17 and a first down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll run here on first down. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Falcons 45-yard line.
McCarthy to throw it. Setting up the running back screen. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Give now to the running back. And they bring him down at the 25-yard line after surrendering some good yardage. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
At the 25-yard line.
Back-to-back carries here. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this down to the 13. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
The 13-yard line.
They give to Jones, right side. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings cut it to a lower point on the scoreboard. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Vikings tie this game 7-7. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. They will not get another playoff. We're at the end of 1. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They're looking at 1st down here. Another carry for Robinson. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. They're down to their final 1 in this half. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Staying with Robinson. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Throwing now from the gun. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Brings it in at the 12. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. First and 10, here's Jones. Escapes a defender. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
3rd down. Here's Jones. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Ryan Wright on to punt. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. Punt meets him at the 28. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Falcons will take over. They're set up at the 35 now. Back to pass on 1st and 10. That's brought in by Mooney. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
The game brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
He throws a bullet to the center of the field. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He's on the move. He's running with it. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him, calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Pitts brings it in. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Throwing from the gun. This one falls incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
3rd and long for him here. And he's caught along the sideline, and he gets the feet down. Wow! A gain of 27 yards there. And the Falcons will have a first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First down from the red zone. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. So now on is Young Wei Koo for the Falcons field goal. From the left hash, a 40-yard look. The kick by Lutz is good. And they've taken back the lead.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Moore with a return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Vikings offense back to the field now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, He's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. That's 5, it looks like, on the play. So now it's going to be 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. McCarthy looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. Falcons going nickel to defend this 3rd down play. Back to the air, McCarthy. That heater is going to fall to the turf.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Robinson on the inside give. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Here's Algier on 1st down. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They go again with Algier. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Minneapolis. The Falcons pushing for a bigger lead before halftime. Throw on 3rd down. He has the 1st over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Pass play now. Finds London on the slant. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. He's going to throw this one. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. Just got a hand up on that to break it up. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. They'll throw it again. Has him on the quick hitter. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Dropping back to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. They get 6 and a first down as well. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Not much time left in the half, so the kicking team out on first down. From the same spot as an extra point here, 32 yards. The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Return starts from the goal line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Drops to a knee, and that pesky final second runs off. So we're to the end of our first half. We've reached the midway point of this game. The visiting Falcons taking a lead into that locker room. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and the old quarterback momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, where it was the visiting Niners who are able to come away with the road victory. Ricky Pearsall, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in their ball game as the visiting Buffalo Bills come in and took it to them. Josh Allen, 3 touchdown passes as his guys bounced back from the defeat on opening weekend. And lastly, we'll wrap up the week on Monday Night Football. Definitely one to tune in for, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Houston Texans. Both these teams ready for the fight ahead. We're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that, we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. On the return, here's Ray McCloud. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Falcons offense now with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. They'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Harrison Smith in on the stop.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
He'll get this complete to Mooney. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
I gotta be honest, it hurts a little extra when it comes on third down, but it really doesn't matter what down it is. If a completed pass is stopped at the line of scrimmage, offensively, that's a failure. Defensively, that's a success.
Takes it in at the 26. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And it's going to be Vikings football. They're set up at the 35 now. Man in motion, out of the slot. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. He breaks the tackle. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he can do like we just saw.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down, and they go right back to him. And he'll knife his way through for a pick of a 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
Now it's McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. First and 10, around to Robinson. And he's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 35 to figure out. Setting up a throw. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
He's got this at the 27. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And they'll get ready to go on offense. From the gun, Jones gets it. And he gets him around 6 there. D. Alford getting there for the stop. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty. So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. So the penalty goes ahead and gives them the first.
Automatic first down.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Finds a man, right side. Good little rip there, looks like about 6. A.J. Terrell making that stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, a gift to Jones. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. McCarthy to throw it. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
You know, these 3rd and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. That time on 3rd and short, they can't get the job done.
It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And they fail to cut the lead in half. It stays at 6.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Now here come the Falcons on offense. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That one's complete to London. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. There's a counter give to Robinson. He still has room inside the 30. And he has it almost to the red zone, down at the 21-yard line. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Falcons will have a first. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Has it down close. And he's out of bounds at the 4. Oh, he was thinking touchdown there. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. Robinson. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that 6th sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. They left a few on the table their last time out, Bronx, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. He beams one deep right side. He's got it deep downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Jones. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Shotgun handoff now to Chandler. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Vikings shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Now they'll try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. McLeod now returning it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Falcons back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. It's into the hands of Mooney. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Running left is Robinson. Crosses midfield, still going. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. They're throwing it! Into the hands of Pitts. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. Throwing now, off play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. He keeps it and takes off. And he slides to a stop after a great run, but still not quite enough for that 1st down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing from the gun here. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. The Vikings now set to take the field. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Jones trying the left side. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
The Vikings getting their punt team out. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up. Handoff now to Robinson. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. Now looking to throw. Quick slant into the hands of Pitts. And they get this down to the 28. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Falcons will have a first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Here's a throw. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Back now, pressure on its way. He goes back to him yet again, complete. It's a pickup of 11, and it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. From the red zone now. Short pass brought in.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Still sticking with the passing game. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. That one doesn't make it beyond the line. And that takes them to 3rd down. He'll throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
As we're into the 4th quarter, we know this. We know that money down could not be any more important than right now. Both sides are certainly fatigued. You feel it in both their play. But battling through what's been a physical contest all game long, going to be the key here down the stretch. So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Good looking return here, and he's got room. He's at the 30. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 4th quarter lead. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
He's throwing for it! And the pressure's there. He goes down. The sack denies them the 2-point conversion. Well, you told me this before, Brock. That decision, all about the math right there. 2-point lead doesn't do them much good. They wanted the field goal difference, but instead, the lead stays at 1.
Yeah, it's about math and it's about time because we're in the final frame of this game. Unless we go to overtime, and I don't think you and I would mind that too much.
Nope.
Now it's all about getting a stop here, and their defense has no margin for error. Got to keep them out of field goal range now.
McLeod now returning it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Falcons and Michael Penix Jr. set to take over again. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That one ends up a gain of 6. And the Falcons will have a first. Throwing now from the gun. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And then push pushes him back. Third down coming up.
So for those of you keeping track, we get a solid completion for decent yardage on first, and then we go backwards on second. Kate, I guess we got a quality rubber match right here on third down.
They're going to throw it on third and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. He's dropping back to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. A give to Algier on the inside handoff. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
From the gun, it's Robinson. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's taken down on a short run that gets inside the 35. Second down now, 7 to go. Algier running behind center. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Running right, it's McClellan. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Robinson on the inside give. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. It's a gain of 3 for them. Still 3rd and 9 coming up. Another carry for Robinson. And it's a rare defensive win on the ground. He's caught at the line. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. Young Hui-Koo out for the field goal. Pressure hanging over this kick. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. It's pushing right, and it's going to miss the mark just on the wrong side of that upright. And they fail to claim that lead. They're still down by a point.
Even the best kickers on earth, they'll miss one every once in a while, and it stings. I guarantee you he wants that one back. But all he can do now is push forward. Short memory, best kickers always have, and convert the next time around.
First and 10, here's Jones. In the middle holds, they don't get anything on the run. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Staying on the ground with Jones. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at second. And the Falcons get a 5th defensive back out there. 3rd down coming. Here he is to throw. The screen pass falls incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
I'll tell you this, Kate, that's why you got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute. Both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play called back.
He's got it. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The visitors and this running back headed back out for a new series. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Got a man, it's London. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. And they spike the football as we get down under 50 seconds to play. And the Vikings add an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. Throwing now. That's caught for the first. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. To throw. He's smartly won't risk something here. Just chucks it away.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Desperation time here on 4th. Pitts brings it in. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. And they get the stop. This is going to be a turnover on down. So now their opponent's final chance coming up.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. Their defense held, clinging to the slimmest of leads, Brock, and now that lead entrusted to this offense, asking them to just run out that clock.
And now the last thing this offense wants to do, really the only thing it can't do, is make an unforced error and turn it over.
The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. This is why it's called a victory formation. He takes a knee and the seconds tick away towards a win. After one final kneel down, partner, and this should do it. So it's a win for the Vikings. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us?
All of us. Indeed, all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.